then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
Why you do that?
All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check. Watch the before.
No game on this defense. No game.
Shit. Hug. Hey, Charlie.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Jackson. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Drake. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. This is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Watch the screen.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We ain't giving up nothing. Watch the
On third down, Rosen. It's complete to Grant. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down, 50 to land. Check 52 to Mike. Wildville, ready.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Mike, 55.
Now it's Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rosen to throw on third down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
It's our time. Go. Don't get nervous. Mike 55.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense. Mike. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the pass.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, it's Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Going for a right side here, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jackson. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 51. Drop deep, drop deep. Alert 3. Alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4, now 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rosen off the play action. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Robert Kimdichie forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Rosen will throw. And it's caught by Parker. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He was looking for Parker that time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
I got you, Pop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brings up third and
9. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. The Steelers send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Running, it's Drake. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Tack McKinley in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Third and long here for Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And that's one of the great questions in the NFL. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it? And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that. Put that in mothballs? Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had. Yeah, in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve. Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. To throw is Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long. They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65, 65, 65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 6-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their